Hello everybody, I am the Rixer and I am here with NeviatsLP, GameSendy, and Samatello HD. And I have something to say. This is the I'm a Speedrunner 6 talk show. We're going to talk about something, but first I want to say that this is done after the real talk show because the first 4 minutes of the talk show corrupted. But I've got the last 27 minutes, I think, and we're just going to have to redo the beginning. So it would make more sense, and there's not much to talk about, so let's just go straight into this. Normally Alessandro, the AFH013 would have been here, but he had to go and he couldn't be with us from the beginning again. So we're missing Al, but I still have NeviatsLP, GameSendy, and Samatello HD.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yep. So, moving straight into the predictions for round 2. We got Rebel Wombat JR versus Mr. Finland Boy, Man Eye Doctor versus Samatello HD, Nintendo Gen 64 versus the L-Man 101, Sateskate, Orange Super, NeviatsLP, Danish Dynamite, Pete the Player versus Bandicoot Kid, also known as not
also known. One of the two.
Or Mikey, Kim Muffle or something like that. Jake GF versus GameSendy, the Rixer versus Brummy Gamer, Muddy Maestro versus Al, Teal Game Master versus Ratchet, Matt versus Catrononis, Luke versus Spike Stuff. So first up is Man Eye Doctor versus Samatello HD. I'm gonna skip Rebel.
I know the result of that, but
I'm gonna skip Rebel
it's already
versus Finland Boy because we already know the result, and if you haven't watched that, it's a really good match.
oh, sorry for interrupting you there, Victor.
Okay, Man Eye Doctor versus Samatello.
That's already been done, just hasn't been uploaded. I just need to, compress the video again to get it under a gig, and then I can give it to Man Eye Doctor, and then the Doctor can...
Well, Man Eye Doctor can... we already know the results, really, so...
Yeah.
Should we move on?
Unfortunately.
Yeah,
we'll move on.
Unfortunately, because Sam screamed it out loud. Should we move on?
Thank you,
Should we move
Mr. Sam.
Sam, good!
No, not good. Nicht gut.
We should move on to Nintendo Gen 64 versus the L-Man 101. What is everyone's opinion on that?
And Nintendo
Yeah, I think Angus might actually win this one if he doesn't screw up.
Nintendo Gen 64 because of his experience and shit, and the other guy doesn't sound like...
I think he made it pretty far in IAS6. How far did you make it?
He made it to round 3.
Yeah.
Which
talking
is...
about Angus? Game ending? Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with Angus because, well, L-Man is a new guy, and I think he's gonna get owned by Angus. Well, not owned, but he's gonna
he won't get owned, but he'll be beaten.
Yes, that's what I
But
said.
he will have a hard time. Let's put it this way: he will definitely have a hard time against Angus. That's what I think.
I'll say Angus will win because I think he's just better.
Depends on what race they do. I think L-Man might have a chance in Spyro.
Yeah, but Angus...
Yeah.
Depending, unless Angus maybe messes up and...
You'd imagine that Angus. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Angus different. Yeah. Who cares? You just imagine that Angus will just have enough for this round.
Nah, I think Angus will beat him well.
Next up is Sateskate versus Orange Super 95.
I'm gonna go for Zateskate here.
I don't really know. Well, I know Orange Super is good, but I'm not sure about Zateskate, so I'll probably just go on Orange Super.
Normally, Al was here, and he actually said that the Oran's gonna practice a lot, and then he might actually end up winning.
I think Oran's sort of emotions will get the better of him.
Yes, I think Orange just he cares so much that he's actually gonna practice, but Sateskate's he's all relaxed and he's I might as well do it, and then who knows? That's actually a really good round.
Orange Super really wants to win it, even though there's nothing really good if you do win it. Well, nothing really
Yeah, congratulations, you win. That's it.
Yeah,
I'm gonna give it to Sateskate, though it is tough. It's a tough choice.
No,
it is definitely.
I'll probably just say Orange Super, just because he probably will just work his freaking practice his arse off to get the best route ever to be, Sateskate.
Orange not good at taking routes. No offense, Orange. I don't think he'll get a good route.
Orange Super, if he loses, you'd probably break his TV.
Right.
Neviats, what do you think?
Yeah, I think I agree with Sam on this. I think Oran I think Oren will win this.
Just somebody just like record themselves. Someone gets...
So it's 3 for Oren, 2 for Zayscape.
No, but
Al said Oren as well, so yeah.
Yeah.
If Oren loses, we'll probably have a really funny rage, just like the Stick Kid from IAS6. Sorry to bring that up again. Because I
We already had one of those. Actually, that brings us like to the end of the first part. So we're back at the original recording again, where nothing's corrupted now. So
Okay.
yeah.
Hopefully.
See you for us, but not for you.
Okay, I'm back.
Moving on to Neviat's LP versus the Danish Dynamite.
Oh, go on the Danish.
Well,
I'm gonna go for Neville to win.
Neviat's. Obviously.
Yeah, I'll go.
At any game, really, I think Neviat's is gonna obliterate him.
Yeah.
any game, I only have Spyro 2, so...
Yes, but on
It
keyboard.
obviously...
No, you don't.
One
You
game.
have Spyro 1 and Spyro 3. Shh.
I can't... See, I have them because I downloaded the ISO, but I can't really play them because I only have a keyboard and I can't record them.
Oh, I see.
So there we go.
Oh,
So you might be screwed, Neville.
That's why I told Andrew from the beginning on that I only have Spyro 2.
Sam,
And he said it's okay.
Sam, you probably have an obvious opinion.
Probably Danish Dynamite's gonna get destroyed.
Yes,
to be honest.
yes, of course, Danish
We'll
Dynamite.
look forward to all the raging from the Jewish Dynamo because he's a pretty funny guy and he gets pretty pissed off at games.
He's pretty funny, actually.
Yeah, I find him pretty hilarious.
Yes.
To be honest, I kind of rather laugh at what he says than with what he said. You know, for example, the virgin comments and.
Estor.
Yes.
Moving on.
Yeah. Yes, moving on.
Moving on. Pete the Player versus Mr. Bandicoot Kid or Mikey
Ike Maple.
Ikimapple or something like that.
Like Apple.
Yes.
Right.
No matter what it is, I'd say like because they haven't done their match yet, and I'm gonna assume that Mike's gonna win because Bandicoot Kid's just horrible. Sorry.
Well, if they even do their match at all.
Yeah,
I'm still doubting that they will.
Yeah, I doubt it. And Bandicoot Kid, I hope he followed Rabbit's tutorial on how to press. I hope he did because now he knows how to charge. And if he
Everybody
does-
just steal roots from Rabbit because apparently he's the king.
No, everyone's just probably looks at
he's
his,
not. There's no king of
playthrough.
Spyro.
no, I'm gonna say Pete because yeah.
Yeah, Pete the Player.
Yeah.
Whatever
No
happens,
matter
Pete the
who
Player will
wins,
win.
Pete's going to get to at least the quarterfinals. And then
Pete
you
will
might
probably at least get the semi-final.
Yes, Pete will
like,
actually almost get to semi. I'd say.
Yeah,
Like when he
definitely.
joined IAS5,
I see
he
him
beat
hoping
Al
at next
to
no offense,
IAS5,
Pete.
Mm.
and Vandy's reaction's pretty funny at the end of it.
The reason why Al didn't lost Pete because they did Crash 3 and Al just didn't care.
Yeah, basically. Yeah, I couldn't be bothered. But
I did.
Yeah.
I actually did beat Pete one time in Crash 1, but
Oh,
he-
okay. Hey. Next match is Jake GF257, aka Evil Omnium, versus Game Sendy.
Here's the thing, we've actually done our match, but there's a chance there might be a rematch, and because there were several things that happened in the speedrun, I won't say why,
Yes,
but you'll
Yeah,
but you'll
we won't
find
give
out
away
when it's up.
anything.
Yeah, don't
Yes.
go and give it away, but
I haven't even seen it myself, so you know I don't want to give it.
I'm actually gonna give I'm actually gonna say Game Sendy.
Hey,
Yeah.
thanks, Jake.
I'll
I'm-
probably just say games something just because
I have
it's-
no idea, to be honest. I don't know. I don't know who could go through this. I think
Yeah.
they're both evenly matched.
It's another.
It's the
Yeah.
same for me, Al. Like, I've only seen the match where I only seen one of Jake's match versus Andrew, which he won.
Yeah, that
And
was
yes,
good.
I haven't seen a single match of Game Sandy, to be honest.
You can see
That's
the one
why-
against Rabbit. He actually did very good, I'd say.
Yeah, exactly.
I should have
That's
taken
why I'm
down
asking.
Rabbit that
Oh,
day.
right. That's the one. Now I remember. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think you might actually win this then because you did pretty good on the match with Rabbit.
Alright,
Yeah.
if I can get a rematch with Jake, I will hopefully take my chance.
Yep.
Don't screw
I'll
up.
cut that out.
But the thing is, I want to do Spyro 3, and that's because that's my best, but my disc is broken. I know.
Lol.
Then if we did that, that'd be fair because it's my best against his best. I know he beat Ratchet, but I just found out that Ratchet's worst game is Spyro 3.
Games Andy, did you
Yeah.
go to that computer shop where I told you?
We should move on.
I didn't get a chance today, Sam, but I will tomorrow. Yeah. Anyway,
Yeah.
moving on.
Yes, my match, the Rixer versus Tabrummy Gamer, also known as
Rixer.
Polo Exality.
Rixer, this is an
Rixer.
absolute wild card for you. You're going through straight away.
Yeah, to be honest, the Brummy Gamer, I think he got a pretty shit group. Round 2, I didn't see his round 2 game, but I think Rixer should come through. easily.
Yeah, I unfortunately have to say myself.
I'll say myself if I get a rematch.
Yeah, but Randy's pretty good on Spyro 1, just to tell you that. So,
Oh, well, I'm good
so
at Spyro 1 as well. But I already know our match, so
Yeah, well,
I won't. Maybe I should say it. It's 21
Oh.
orbs chitched.
Oh wow.
he's so inconsistent, Randy. He one day.
Ooh, I like the next one coming up. Muddy Maestro versus the AFH013.
Oh god.
Yeah. So we're not doing Spyro 1, just saying. I'll say what the match is, and it's a race to beat Canyon Speedway in a winter tundra. So yeah, I'm giving, because like, what is it? Muddy Maestro says that, you know, Spyro 1 is his only real good game, and he was very courteous in saying that we wouldn't do Spyro 1 because I left a comment before the draw was even done, and I said, if I get Muddy Maestro, I'm not doing Spyro 1, and he actually obliged, which is very nice of him. So we're going to do Spyro 2, and I told him the speedrun, like, I think a day or two ago, and I'm just going to give him time to practice, because it's only fair. But really, if he practices, I don't know, like he could just come out of nowhere and beat me, because this is a weird speedrun actually. It's hard to get it's been hard for me to get a good route for it, so yeah.
Then again, Muddy's like, he could get good, so
Yeah, exactly.
I'm still gonna give it to you because you're like very good. You're really good.
I am cursed in round 2 though. We have to remember
This is
that.
why I'm sorry, Albert. This is the reason why I actually have not got past round 2, because you've lost. You've been 2 round 2 matches and I've lost both times.
To be honest,
You don't won the first one, but then you just
to be honest, I'll probably just have to go for Al because Money Maestro I don't know nothing about at all.
well, since they're not doing Spyro 1 because Al has admitted he's terrible at Spyro 1, and Al also can't do Spyro 3 again because he's done it every single time. I think Spyro 2 is fair, and I'm going to give a vote to Al. I think he'll finally get over his that 2 hurdle.
We're being biased to the Irish.
Nevians?
Yeah, perhaps.
Yeah,
Everyone-
I think Al will win because of because of obvious things, which I'm just not gonna
Just because
say
of
now.
skill.
That's actually not what I meant. Rixer.
Everyone's me and Al have both backed for each other to win, so yeah, that's
basically.
just
Okay.
how loyal we are.
Keep attention to moving on. Teal Game Master versus Ratchet 5.
Sorry, Teal, Ratchet.
Yeah, I'd say Ratchet 5 is going to win that. Although, unless Andrew like fucks up immensely on something, which he can do sometimes.
I'm gonna be stupid and say Teal because I think he can actually pull it off.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
he possibly
think this is-
could. Yeah.
Teal's
I
not
think
bad.
this is another interesting match because
Yes.
I'm not really sure who I should root for on this one, and I'm not really sure. Like either of them could win it.
Like Ratchet's experience, but then again, Teal is experienced too. They're both from like IAS1.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, really. So
Depending though, but coming from the IF3 final, Ratchet has the.
okay,
piece
so
of-
I'm gonna say Teal.
Exactly. Yeah. He
It's
has the
Ratchet's
capacity
to do.
to fuck up.
yeah, he has the record of fucking up.
Okay.
Well, yeah, I'm gonna say Ratchet as well.
Sorry,
I'd probably
Teal,
say Ratchet, unless he fucks up immensely badly, and then Teal just takes advantage of.
Yeah,
Next
exactly.
match
Gets
is Crash 41596 versus Catrinonis.
Catching
Catching on quit.
Yeah, I think it's City Ruler 1 versus.
No,
Matt.
it's isn't it Catrinonis? Catrinonis.
Oh, right, that was
It
the
is,
other
it is.
boy, right? Okay, grand.
Of course, whoever back gets, he's gonna get to round 3 at least.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think City Ruler was a bit pissed off at me because I played Mene Doc and he wanted to play Mene Doc.
Oh.
I wanted Brixer and Teal, but I got Jake, so that wasn't too bad.
For fuck's sake, I probably wanted Game Sandy or Al to be honest with you.
Well, me, Al couldn't gauge her because we were runners up, and Sam and I couldn't gauge her because we were both runners up.
Yeah.
Yeah, just blame me for not don't know who Matt is against, because really it's just been like
Pretty much whoever he faces, he's going to win. Pretty much.
Yes.
Matt's amazing.
Yes, Matt's amazing.
Yeah, most likely.
So really, Matt is definite through. The last match of round 2 is Luca at 44 versus Spike Stuff at 95.
Nice, easy one to finish off with. Luke. No offense, Spike Stuff. Luke, absolute murder there.
Spike Stuff is not, he's alright, but I think Luke, since his experience...
Yes,
from
Luke is
Arkansas,
Luke is like...
from his experience
so
of
Spike
being
Stuff's gonna
Arkansas,
get obliterated.
Yeah.
Luke's like a goddess, Spyro.
Yes.
Unless, you know, even if it'd be good for Spike Stuff if he, like, loses by only, like, a level or 2, but I don't think that's gonna really happen. I think he's gonna lose by at least a world, like, 1 world.
To be honest.
Yeah.
So we're actually done with all the matches. We're gonna move on to the awards.
14 minutes and 34 seconds.
For 14 minutes?
Yeah, 14 minutes around
Yes,
there.
I have a clock beside me too. It's 14:40 for me.
Okay.
So moving on to the awards, we got the most exciting match, excluding Rabbit versus Finland Boy, I'd say, because that's a round 2 match, and I don't think that's fair, really, because the only round 2 match has been done and uploaded. So just every round 1 match, every match you've actually possibly seen. So starting with Nevius, I'd say.
Well, that's actually a good question. To be honest, it could have been my match with Shadow Devil, which I did with the race I did with him, but apparently he never uploaded his video because we got a draw 2 times in a row with like 2 seconds of each other. And
Wow.
yeah, this would have probably been the most exciting match, but since he never uploaded his, I have no idea. Let me think.
Game Sandy?
There were a few exciting matches. One, I liked Ratchet v Nintendo. I thought that was a good speedrun, and I'll be Machine King because Al actually told me that was actually closer, and I was like, "What? I gotta see this."
Oh, hold on.
Yeah.
I got one. I guess I'll go with me now because, what's his name? Comic Mischief 100 versus Jake Jeff.
Yeah,
that was a good match.
Yeah,
that was.
yeah, I agree. That's probably my favorite match so far.
Also,
Yeah,
I liked Richter versus Finland Boy. I thought that was a very good match.
Actually, yeah,
I like that
Oh,
myself. Actually, that was not bad.
That's because you won.
No, really. I was thinking that it was actually gonna be closer, but really, I won
Yeah.
by 2 minutes.
I go with Jake Jeff versus Jeff Rich. So. Yeah.
Do you have anything else, Sam?
Probably Game Sandy versus Rabbit. Reason being because I thought Game Sandy was actually going to get destroyed, but he seemingly lost by
That was a
not
good
too
match
much.
too. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To be honest, everyone thought Game Sandy was probably just going to get, out speed run. To be honest.
We got the next award coming up: the most boring match.
Mine versus Pete by a country mile.
No, I'm actually going to criticize myself here. This me versus Nova because I absolutely just obliterated him.
Really?
Yeah,
Is that
it was
even
like,
up?
He said it was his worst speed run ever.
Oh wow.
Is that uploaded?
Yeah, me Nova. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Sorry. No, it's Nova and Fraser that was uploaded today.
Yeah.
There must have been someone that like was really boring. Oh yeah,
Dragon
Man
have
Eye
a boring
Doctor
one?
versus Mario Gym 2. That took 30 minutes.
Oh, I didn't watch that.
Oh,
'cause
I've got
I watched the
David.
first minute, and then I was
Every
like, no,
match
that's
with
it.
Mad Doctor was boring because you knew he was.
David
gonna
LP versus Man Eye Doctor. That was really boring.
It's funny because Man Eye Doctor's usually a talkative guy, but just the people he was with in his
Oh,
group.
what was not another boring match? A boring match was probably Catcher Nose v C Ruler because Catcher Nose beat C Ruler by
No,
a
the
mile.
commentary was really good, I'd say. So
Yeah, Catcher Nose is
Yeah,
like
the commentary made up for the game
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
coming up, the funniest match.
Oron Super versus Kiel.
Wait a second, Rixer. I have
Oh,
probably
yeah.
another one for the most boring match.
Okay, go ahead.
My match with Bandicoot Kid.
Oh,
because that was like, if we waited until he finished his match, it would have probably taken like another 20 minutes or something.
Wait,
To be honest.
Nevi, it's like, okay, I'm leaving Glimmer with 260 gems. How many gems do you have? I have like 50. He goes, or
Yeah.
something like that. So, I think we should move on to the funniest match, and Sam came immediately in there with.
Oron Super versus Kiel, just because of the
Yeah,
start.
definitely.
Has to be.
got to change vibration.
He actually called it.
Nova is kind of funny because no one probably knew what the hell I was talking about because the comment audio was broken that one.
Actually, oh, what was it? Nova, or he actually called it vibration, Oron. So yeah.
Also, a funny match was Alvi Sludgeball because I was like, okay, so this is speedrun. They get the.
Oh yeah, that was good. I thought all my speedruns were pretty funny, I have to say, especially the Machine King one. Like
Yes.
everyone in that speedrun was so funny. And then remember I put the title as Pinkie Pie and his icon as Pinkie Pie as well. Like that.
Another funny match to watch was Ratchet v Christian. I'm sorry for interrupting you there, Al.
Oh no, it's grand. Don't mind.
Ratchet v Christian was kind of funny, but it was actually kind of close, I thought.
What's the next one? Most proactive group.
Group K by an absolute
Group K.
Yeah.
Al and Matt's group.
Yeah, my group was the most proactive, definitely. So.
Like you guys got like 3 matches in 3 days or something,
Yeah, something
or
like
2
that.
days.
Yeah.
You were also the first one to upload all of them. Like
Yeah.
it's usually either the seed or the seed or someone else who is trying to get everyone to do their matches.
Yeah.
As you can see, I got 2 of my matches uploaded. Finland Boy and Owen was done but never uploaded, so I don't know what's up with that.
Wait,
Oh,
so-
right.
Me and Fraser never actually, we never spoke on Skype, so I just claimed the victory.
I'd actually say Group B was proactive. Whenever Spyro Jam did all his matches in one day, that was pretty cool.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
it was.
But he has a life though, Spyro Jam. We gotta admit.
Yeah,
He does-
I was about to say, Spyro Jam's got a life, so in fact that makes
Spyro
it even more
Jam.
impressive.
Yes,
Spyro Jam, we love you.
What the fuck?
Bro Jam.
Spyro.
Oh guys, I got it.
Going on to the next award, whatever the hell it is.
Lazy.
It's actually the opposite of most proactive group. The laziest group.
Group D.
Oh, right.
Group D.
Yeah, Group D took like to the 19th or something to upload or something like that.
Yeah, but like
Really,
they-
Neviat's
three
the only one who's tried. Like you can just see Group D's matches. Just says Neviat's LP versus this guy, Neviat's versus this guy.
Yeah, basically I'm the only one who did matches in this. Like, the other people didn't do any matches. And first of all, Andrew had to replace 3 people. Like, the initially.
Yes, you had to face 6 people, and like half of them were so lazy.
No,
Yeah,
I think
Like
Like,
Shadow
a
Death.
few of them said they would do it, and once I messaged them again, they were like, "Oh, not today. Let's talk about it tomorrow." And yeah, so I never ended up.
Shadow Death didn't even want to be in a
Nah,
tournament. yet he
Shadow
was like,
Devil doesn't really want to be in speedrunning tournaments, especially I'm a speedrunner. I think he
Who?
doesn't like the job. Shadow Devil doesn't really want to be in I'm a speedrunner.
Oh, yeah.
To be
He
honest
just
with you.
me and him just do fun speedruns.
Yeah.
I
to
hope
be honest,
with Spyro
he's
3 and
kind of the- I mean, I was going to join that group. I was going to join that group.
Yeah,
but-
I'm pretty sure. No doubt it's Group D.
Yeah, exactly.
Group I was also pretty lazy as well.
but group is the
Which
worst.
group is that again? It's
I'm-
yeah.
I'm sure.
Beep.
Oh, that was fucking hilarious. Apparently, he tried to send like. Apparently,
Actually,
he tried to send an 8 gig video. and
Actually,
then-
Teal's group was that Group J?
Yeah,
I think it was.
Yeah, they did all their matches.
that was the best group. Seriously, I wanted to be with Crystal Fisher. It was, and I'm like, damn it.
Why do you want to be? Yeah, Crystal Fisher is a pretty nice guy.
He's
Probably
awesome.
the sense-
Why are we
Also,
talking about
Steve
Crystal Fisher
Fisher.
again in a talk show?
Yeah, I know because I wanted to be in the same group as him, and I was to see.
Yes. Moving on. The most unexpected win.
Oh.
Jake GF versus Martin 5.
But then
Yeah, that was
probably-
Pete the player versus Yogamonia.
Oh, sorry, I
Oh,
take it
yeah.
back. Pete the Fair versus Yogamonio, I agree. Yeah.
What was a big shock to me?
Like,
I think
I guess not me versus Finland Boy, but I'm just surprised that I knew I was gonna win, but I thought it was gonna be closer than that.
Yeah.
Oh.
what's that
I see
called?
what you're
What was I surprised with? I actually was surprised that Richter beat Finland Boy because I thought Finland Boy would win. So I actually was surprised with that result.
No offense to Finland Boy, he's really good, but he just has like not the best routes. I had a very
He's very inconsistent with
He
it.
also uses NTSC. too much.
Yeah, he used NTSC and I used PAL, so
Yeah, even better. Yeah.
He just changed from PAL to NTSC so much.
No
so
wonder GameSendy doesn't want NTSC Spyro games off the American PSN store.
but I don't think it's a doubt either. Ratchet, Jake, Jeff, but Ratchet just did the wrong things in the speedrun, so
and it is his worst game, like Spyro 3, apparently, and I thought it was one of his strongest.
Fastest. No,
Alright, fair.
we should move on.
Yeah.
Fastest runner.
Probably between Rabbit and Matt, just because of what I've
I'm
seen.
gonna say Crash 41596.
Probably
Yeah,
equal Crash.
definitely, man.
I say at least them two would at least be the two people participants in the grand final, and then probably Luke, and then maybe Ratchet.
Also, props to Neviets for doing his matches really like quickly. You're also like one of the fastest runners. I'd say it's Mario.
Go in, I'm a speedrunner t-shirt. I'm going to be biased and say, I'm going to be biased, and sorry for interrupting here, I'm going to be biased and say I was the fastest runner. Because I destroyed Nova.
Well,
So it's
well,
biased
then
saying
again, I'm talking about like overall in all your matches together. If you fucked up in one, yes, swearing at Talkshow, whatever.
I would have
doesn't
beaten
matter.
up, I didn't back off.
Who gives a shit?
This is a family cha-cha.
Yeah. Anyway, if you lost one, then that doesn't make it up. Like, if you lost, like, if you fucked up in one of them, that actually like screws up your like the one where you did very good.
I mean,
So
if
I'm
you're
talking about overall,
Yeah.
because
Yeah,
I remember
right.
Pete doing really against Samatello because Spyro 1's his worst game. But he didn't do great against Yogamonio, I'd say.
but the thing is, I before I got the chance, I've never speedrun Spyro before I entered IAS6.
And,
So-
and you got to round 2.
Yeah, luckily got the round 2.
We're 3 awards away from the end. Blue Gem Award for the slowest runner.
Okay, this is between probably me. Who
Yeah.
else? Me.
No, Neviets, I think you got one.
I'm not gonna say it because, like, can you even call it a runner? I mean,
Yeah, like, didn't run.
not even-
Yeah.
since he wasn't actually running.
Slowest walker, Mr. Bandicoot Kid. He wasn't even charging.
Slowest runner, unfortunately, since I gave him a route for the Group B triple threat, I still didn't win. Spyro Jam 86 wins the slowest runner.
Spyro.
Definitely. He beat Spike stuff.
For fuck's sake. But it's, if you're talking, you mean like, what about the Fraser or Chris? Wait, Games Ending told me Fraser and Christian are actually.
Fraser never sent his video, so you really
Fraser is terrible at speedrunning, so is Christian.
can't.
I'm terrible.
the longest
You guys-
match ever.
Seriously,
Fair.
Fraser could beat Bandicoot Kid. Sorry if Bandicoot beat, but you're just horrible. I don't know how you can be so horrible that you don't even know how to charge. Really now.
That's Rixer for you, being completely honest.
Sorry.
Well, we'll go on to the next award, which
The Machine King Award. The biggest fail.
Wait, is this out of like everything what he's done, like out of every tournament he's been in?
I guess I'll go first and say Oron for telling Teal to pause whenever he was collecting gems in the background.
Yeah.
Yeah, no doubt about it.
What was the biggest fail? Who's the biggest fail again?
Bandicoot Kid.
Who else? Okay, I'll give a few words here. I'm going to say Sam for the failing against Pete and having no clue what the hell to do.
I know, I had no clue what to do. I was
And
just
he
like,
got Nestor, for God's sake. Who gets Nestor? Nobody.
okay, sorry, I did not know.
I'm kidding, I'm kidding,
You
I'm
were
kidding.
rude. I know, but
Al, do you have anything?
I'm trying to think now. I mean, I know there's gotta be one. Like, I think like Oren just Oren and it just saying, you know.
Oren for the-
Remember Rixer when Oren said, or you said to Oren, it's like, oh, the best part of the speedrun is just you raging, and then he just goes, oh, okay, shut up now. that was just a fail in and of itself, you know. That's just,
maybe the vibration thing.
And then
right?
I start laughing for like a minute or something.
Yeah, don't forget a minute you and Teal Game Master were just laughing on him. It was pretty funny.
Another failure was Ratchet for being owned by Jake.
He
Yeah,
did the
yeah,
Sun
that
Sea
too.
challenge. He said like, it's probably gonna fuck me over, but yeah, that's what he said really.
I just stop doing a goddamn Sunset chance unless it's the grand final or semi-final.
Mm.
Wait. Probably if there's another one, probably Orange Super's controller messing up on it.
Wait.
That Angus and his
By
controller.
the way, the controller's back up. And it's,
Also, Random 817 for using the PSP. Who uses a PSP?
Yes. Okay. That was good.
I use the PS3 for my matches. So
He uses the PSP. How the fuck do you? Oh yeah, Spyro. Oh wait, how do he beat Spyro Jam first? But also Spyro Jam for going to Sunny Flight against Random, and he would have won that speed.
Random,
thing.
to be
Oh,
honest,
that was a big fail. Yeah.
random videos are kind of fucked up because the camera was moving all shaking all over the place.
I liked his match with Angus. Angus, that was funny.
Mike stuff for
because
making his brony crap.
Oh yeah, that.
Yeah.
Suck. Last award, but last but not least, the Stick Kid for the serious
I've just
business.
seen out like
And this
another
is a
call.
person, not a match, so it's a serious. Wait, isn't it person?
Yeah, it's Serious Business Award. It's or well, it's
Serious
supposed to be
business
for
match.
the match which was the most serious business. Although we can also give it to a person.
Yes, let's give it to a person who like.
we want to
I
do
would
that because
say-
we're immediately gonna say Oren.
The very serious person.
Yeah, a very serious person about the tournament.
Probably
If I find Seox.
Matt. Well, wouldn't Matt? Does Matt take IAS6? Well,
No.
I'm speedrunner seriously.
No.
Probably Orange
just-
Super since he rages
Luke's
a
his
lot.
way to victory.
Or Danish Dynamite because he
Danish
rages.
Dynamite. Video game. Oh,
Video
no,
game
no, no, no.
rules.
Video
Video
games. He
Video games tits,
Yeah.
aka KFC lover. The amount of parties we make about it. Fucking hilarious.
That's him. That he is the Stick Kid Award winner.
He
definitely.
also got the Stick Kid in IS5 funny parts.
definitely him.
That is the funniest part though. Like
Yeah.
Yes,
he just
okay.
fucking thinks.
Well, that brings us to this 31-minute talk show.
Great.
And
Well, actually, Rixel, I think there should be another award since in this tournament I've been seeing so many horrible split screens. I think
The
we should
biggest-
we
Oh
should
my
give out
God.
an award for this as
The
well.
worst video quality.
What?
About the funniest not in the tournament.
We have it games then. People put it at the worst video, the quality, so they can get the matches up quicker and it renders faster.
Actually, I'm gonna end it here, and then I'm gonna say if you got any suggestions for any possible awards for the next talk show.
Maybe I've got one.
As
The
newcomer?
biggest
Then-
underdog.
No, we're gonna get that at the end of the tournament. Whenever it's done, we'll make like a really large talk show there.
A
That's,
whole
be like-
2 hour.
no, it's
That'll
gonna be like
go
4
for an hour.
No,
Okay.
I
I'm gonna have every competitor from the tournament in.
so
Crazy.
That would be the laggiest call ever.
so
Yeah,
we're signing out for now, and see you later.
see ya.
Bye.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Wow.